Welcome to the stream, everybody. That was the song "The New Flesh" by Red Vox, Vinny Vinesauce's band. They have a new album coming out. That's gonna be one of the songs on it. They've been releasing like a couple of tracks, like as previews for the album. There's that, Crony, AV, all of them have been freaking phenomenal. Oh, also, I've recently learned, YouTube and its wonderful rule changes constantly. Is it okay to say a swear in the first minute? Is it not? Can you not say too many swears back to back too quickly before you get demonetized? So it turns out, at least right now, in August of the year of our Lord 2025, you can say fuck in the first minute and not get demonetized. So we're gonna say fuck constantly. Not that it matters, no one watches my videos. So I don't get monetized anyway. But that being said, yeah, I can just say as much as I want. Because, what is consistency? Just whatever. Anyway, so today we are playing the Heretic and Hexen remasters that just came out. I was super excited to hear about this. Heretic's fine. Heretic's fine. It's a cool medieval FPS. Still a little Doom clone-ish of that era. Hexen brought something new to the table. You got 3 characters. The puzzles are... the fact that you're in a hub world instead of just level by level, it was a very different way of doing it. We could say whatever we want, huh? Okay, hold up. You could say fuck in the first minute of a YouTube video. Okay, no, we don't need... No, that was not an invitation to start throwing out conspiracy theories. Although, to be fair, I don't think YouTube has a problem with that either. Right now, I could probably, if I just decided to look at YouTube right now, I bet I could find 14,000. Oh, especially in the shorts. YouTube shorts are full of weird conspiracy shit. And it's great reading the comments on those. Ooh, it gets weird. So, Heretic and Hexen. I played the shit out of Hexen. Heretic, I'm kind of shocked I didn't... Like, at the time, I had Doom. I played the shit out of Doom. I had never heard of Heretic, and I'm shocked I didn't, because I was always reading, like, the game magazines, and, like, a medieval Doom? Fuck yeah. And then we got Doom the Dark Age. But Hexen, I got on the N64, which most people will say is the worst worst way to play that game. It wasn't bad. It was fine. It was a perfectly fine... oh, God. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? It begins. But Hexen, on the N64, it was a fine port. It was fine. As far as I know, all the levels were there, and it played fine. But I'm so happy for this remaster, and once again, I just have to say, Nightdive, never fucking failing. Everything Nightdive has touched has been... Nightdive has this really, really interesting ability that not everyone has. I don't know if Nightdive has ever even made an original game, but what they are great at is... Because it's not like they always remake the same kind of thing. It's not like, oh, we always remake old FPSs. No. They remade Shadow Man, and it was fantastic. Great remaster. They have this ability to find just the right game that was just good enough that it had something. There's something there. But it's just missing that, like, one little bit of polish or quality of life that makes it great. Like, they've done that to everything they've touched so far, and now granted, I have not touched this much. I basically went through the first level of Hexen just to make sure it worked. But this includes all of the DLCs that each of these had. Heretic, I'm just going to show you Heretic real quick. There's not that much to it, if I'm being completely honest. Also, let me turn the volume up a little bit on this. Because this is a little, I'm going to put it up to like 20. Well, I'll show you a little Heretic, just a little bit. It's not much, it's fine. It is cool, but if I'm going to devote like a full playthrough to something, it's not going to be Heretic. It's going to be... skill level... Hold on. What do the damn will start at? Whatever. Okay, hold on. Is auto run on? Because I kind of don't want auto run on. I'm just thinking when I have to start jumping on stuff, I don't necessarily want auto run. Controller... Gameplay. Always run, no. Now, what is... Let me just make sure I know what the input for run is. Button configuration. Mouse keyboard. What is run? I'm assuming it's shift, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so there we go. Now I can run at choice. Yeah, you got your little magic wand. You end up getting like a crossbow. You find other medieval weapons. But it's a Doom clone. But it was a good Doom clone. Again, I didn't play it when it first came out. I kind of wish I had. I would have liked it. But I played Hexen first, and after you play Hexen, there ain't no going back to Heretic. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I closed the whole fucking thing. Come for the game. Stay for the non-professionalism. Let's try this again. Kind of surprised they didn't do a full, like, develop, because usually Nightdive does the whole, like, you know, tentacle with the skull and the thing, like, opening. They didn't do that on this one. So we have Death Kings of the Dark Citadel. That was, I think, the first DLC for Hexen. Heretic also had a DLC called Faith Renewed. Oh, these are new. Because Death Kings of the Dark Citadel I had played, because I eventually got it on PC. Oh, this is a new one. So they made new expansions for these? Nightdive, you fucking insane people. I will say, I'm so happy they did this too, because it is so hard to get some games of this era working on modern hardware. It is not easy. And when it does, it usually plays not great. But also, if you get the Nightdive Remaster, you can load the DOS versions. You can just play the originals just as they were. Because I do know there are lots of, like, things that have been, like, added. This I don't know. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, so you even get, like, a little, like, behind-the-scenes stuff? Ah, Nightdive. Yep, all the different weapons. Oh, you can even look at, like, the friggin' HUD and menu stuff. That reminds me, has anyone ever seen, there's a website that is basically just, like, a database and repository for, like, every bit of, like, logo art, or, like, everything from, like, network logos to company logos to, like, network, like, station identification bumpers, like, a repository of all of that. You can look up the history of a lot of that stuff on that site. I can't remember what the heck it's called. Yeah, various props. This is so cool. Alright. But let us get to the reason why we're here. Good old Hexen. Now, this is a game, again, I played this on N64 a lot, and on PC a lot. The first, like, hub area is one of those... we could probably clean that out tonight pretty easy. It's not that hard. I play Cleric at all times. Now, I do know some of the quality of life stuff they did. They did improve the Cleric. The Cleric's later weapons are amazing. It has the worst starter weapon. The warrior, he's got a big spike gauntlet. He does a lot of damage when he punches with his base weapon. The mage has a little wand, similar to the heretic guy. He has pew-pews. He has a ranged weapon. The cleric has a mace that does shit damage, doesn't hit very fast, and it's not great. Whenever you are stuck with the mace, you're fucked. So what they did is... well, I guess we'll watch this.
Suspended within the fabric of time and space lies the realm of the Chaos Sphere. For eons, the Serpent Riders,
only the best graphics,
have traveled the dimensions, sowing destruction.
Those are the things that, like, are those the dream people that, like, Freddy Krueger works for in one of those movies? The weird little, like, faces with the weird, like, snake tails.
Hexen, a world where magic's legacy has spawned corruption. Three powers rule as one unholy trinity. Each led by a single man, the warlord Zedek, High Captain of the Legion, is both judge and jury to all the peoples of Hexen. Traductus of the Church.
The very best graphics 1995 could produce. Wait, what's this 95?
Holds their souls in captivity. And Menelkir, the subtle master of the Arcanum, weaves his unholy magic to spread fear and weakness amongst all of their subjects.
That's what mages do, that's why you don't like mages.
Restless in an uneasy alliance, These twisted leaders rule.
Remember, wizards are nerds you can easily punch.
Crushing. Absolutely.
Well, I really should not have said you can say anything on YouTube now. This was a mistake. You know, I would flashbang you with Shadow Man, but I know that's what you want.
Power with Corax for the dark gift of unlife, and a mastery of forces more terrible than even their depraved minds could ever imagine.
Some release date. Was it 95?
From the ranks of corruption, 3
Okay, seriously, phone.
fighting for a single cause: the destruction of the masters they once served. Their names will become a thing
Yeah, 95.
of legend.
So basically, this is...
Daedalon and Parias.
So basically, the whole... Oh, each of these places had a ruler. It's so that you basically get to fight, you know, your clone, basically. So you'll fight the fighter, mage, and cleric, but, you know, no, those are the bad ones that came before. But it's a way to have, you know, a shadow match. Alright, here we are. So what they did to the cleric, and again, I tried this out in the when I played the level the first time, we get a shield now. Now, what does the shield do? Does it let me block damage? No! Here's what it does. Ah, shit. You can Dark Souls parry. You can fucking Dark Souls parry and riposte with the fucking shield. Now, granted, I have only used this on the Ettins, the two-headeds. I don't know if later melee, because it seems to only really work on melee attacks. On range attacks, it deflects the shot, but it's still good. But it's basically a one-hit kill if you get that on an enemy. If you parry and then successfully hit, it's a one-hit kill on these guys. We'll see once we get to the hub if it works on other melee enemies. Now, this is one of those things, too, where... Yeah, do your thing. Yeah. Back it. This was one of those things where, even though I was playing on an N64, right? Which had shit like Mario 64, it had, you know, Ocarina of Time. There was something about this game, and, like, stuff like that, we can, like, shatter the stained glass and stuff. There's really no reason anymore to ever swing the mace if it's not from a parry. There's no reason to hit something if it's not a parry. But I think this just turned this from the worst starting item into the best starting item. If this is a one-hit kill on every melee enemy, I'm probably going to be switching to this instead of my ranged weapons for certain fights. And 1 feet. Ah. So you can't do it too early. You gotta time it right. That could get tricky. Because I'm pretty sure some of the later enemies do have different timing on their stuff. Yeah, this is one of those levels that I've played at least triple-digit times. That's the way out. I just want to check for more items. So this game, along with Heretic, I mean, there was kind of that era where a lot of first-person shooters are trying to do something different. Because, you know, you didn't want to just be a Doom clone, right? So what do? Well, you start adding things like item systems. So I have quartz flasks that will heal me. The flechets will basically throw poison gas that I can lead enemies into. So you have items, you have, again, the hub world is a little different. So they did things to try to make themselves not just another Doom clone. And it works, I think. I love this game. Do I like it as much as Doom? It's hard to say. I can replay Doom literally any day of the week. Doom and Doom 2 and Doom 64. And Doom 2016. Fuck it. I'll play any Doom. Timing's all off. The problem is if they lay into you, I've noticed. If you miss that first parry, you can't just keep trying to, like, spam parry. You gotta, like, back off and just kind of let them back off a little bit. But I will say, as Cleric, you ended up using, what's the button to activate this? There we go. You ended up using these a lot if you were down to your mace. Just because you had no reliable way to really deal with enemies. And there were some secrets. You know, we're just gonna wait a little bit. Hello, Eliur. Welcome to the stream. This also had, like, some puzzles that, like, involved interacting with some things in the environment that, like, Doom didn't necessarily have, which we'll see in a second here. Again, there were some neat things this game was trying to do. I'll give them a lot of credit. Hi. This shield, this, like... It... No, I'm just gonna heal up. It, like, trivializes melee enemies so much. Because the reality is, if I was just swinging the mace, like this, at the Etten, he would get a shot in eventually. He's not going to be stun-locked forever. He'll eventually get a couple shots in. With the shield, you can just prevent that entirely. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty darn good, actually. After all, like you see, I swung at him and he wasn't even stun-locked. So yeah, this makes the Cleric starting weapon super viable. And that's like the only quality of life improvement I've already seen. Like, I haven't seen some of the other quality of life improvements. I don't know what else they've changed. I just know this is like the coolest thing they've done. Oh, you know what? Let them fight. Let them fight. You little bastard. Okay, good. Let him get stuck. Let him get stuck. Good. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab some health real quick. Let them kind of suffocate on the gas for a little bit. I don't see any other help. Okay, this is not great. You know, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, you know what? I don't have another option, so I'm just gonna have to hope that I can kill you first. I did! Thing is, eventually I'm gonna be swimming in so many of those purple flasks that I'm gonna have so much friggin', like, health at all times. Oh, no! Alright, we're gonna try that again. Are you fighting against or as a clergyman? Technically both. I am fighting against a corrupt clergyman as a good clergyman. I'm gonna be a little more careful this time. I'm just gonna rush my way through this. Screw you. Grab the stuff I want. But I don't actually know how many of these I'm gonna need. Because, I mean, they also, like, hand them to you constantly. Is that another one? It's the one up front. Because they're just kind of one of our main tools. I know there was a purple one somewhere around here, right? Oh. Where are they? So one of these have a purple one? That was a blue one, but whatever. Fine. There we go. Much better. The thing is, once we have a ranged weapon on top of this, it's going to be so much easier. I mean, that's low-hanging fruit, to be fair. It's an easy joke. Hey, low-hanging fruit is still fruit. I'll argue that all day. You take that fruit anywhere you can. God, I have this thing where, like, I'll, like, end up, like, Mandela affecting myself, where, like, I had this weird, like, memory for a second that was a secret in, like, that room, and it's weird. I'm like, I could have sworn, like, one of those things opened, but I don't know if that's a false memory. Playing older games, I do that constantly. I'm like, oh, no, yeah, no, this is totally how this is. Wait, is that not how it is? Have I been wrong this whole time? That's what it was. Okay, now we should be good. Alright, so run. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, I could go... There's an area over there I could go to kill some enemies early, but I don't really need to do that. Because I'm a fucking pro gamer. I say as I just died in the first fucking level of the game. But to be fair, if there's gonna be a level you're gonna die on, it's gonna be this one. Well, because you have so few tools at your disposal. You know what? Let's get rid of him. Okay, shoot at me. Shoot at me. Come on. Come on, do it. Do it, you whip. Come on. Okay, well, I was gonna hoping to catch all three, but... Alright. Boom. You're done. Now, Nate, your turn. There you go. His fucking shield. It's almost too good, if I'm being honest. It's almost actually too strong. Like, I should not be dispatching these things, because that means there are some cases where you get, like, completely, like, surrounded by enemies. With this, it's just, again, it's just going to be Dark Souls parrying back and forth. The fact that it's a one-hit kill, that's the crazy part. If it was just a deflect, that would be one thing. The fact that I get a fucking Dark Souls riposte after is insane. Like, my god. Oh, you know what I should do first before I do anything? What are my quick save and quick load buttons? Okay, here we go. I saw it. Quick save is F5, F5, F9. There we go. That's what I like to see. And so what happens is, now we go up here. And again, a neat opening level. As far as, like, if you're used to Doom, okay, you go this room, kills people, go this room, kills people. So far, everything's kind of normal, but it's like, it's a neat area, but also, that's how you activate the next area. It's not a switch, you have to ring a bell. The Bell of Awakening. Wow, I'm making a lot of Souls references. But that's a much, like, it's a more interesting puzzle. I don't care, just let me out of here. Get me to the hub. And we're done. And now we get to the first hub.
Greetings, mortal. Are you ready to die?
I actually used that fucking sound clip and that fucking face so many times on my GeoCities site back in the day. I was one of those edgy kids. Alright, so, basically what we have here is what separates Hexen from, like, stuff like Doom. This is a hub world. Basically, all of the levels in the game are going to be split off, well, not all. There are 3 or 4 stages in each level that you'll constantly be switching between. It's almost like a Metroidvania in a lot of ways. You're going to be going to one to get items to use in the other. You're going to be unlocking things that in the hub in each one. Someone behind me? No. And not you. Okay. That is absurd. But first things first, let's get our weapon. Is there... Now, they're nice enough to hand you your first weapon pretty easily. Your second one, you have to find. But this one, they just hand... What is this? You can change classes on the fly now? Okay, so here's the fighters. This does actually a fair amount of damage, way more than the mace. And the mage... I can show off all the weapons! This is awesome! Has this little pew-pew. That's it. See, it has a little pew-pew. That's fucking great. Okay, so we're going back to Cleric. Okay. So first things first, we gotta clear this place out and get to our first level. And again, these are not going to be levels where you go through and there's an endpoint. It's more you're going to be going through to find something that will then let you go further in the hub. Oh, shut up. But, where's the switch for that? Here? Nope. There is a switch for you. Where are you? There you are. So there's our weapons. I know, I might as well show them all off. You know, I'm gonna 5 so I don't waste mana. Pretty standard. Kind of homing shots. If you're close to the enemy, it will actually do a melee attack that drains health, which is cool. Let's switch over to... Oh! You're here. He's a ranged class, so I'm not, he's a ranged character, so I'm not gonna try to melee block him. Because he does do a melee attack, but I'm not even sure how I would block that, because he doesn't really have a tell for it. Okay, that has to stop. I have empowered you too much, clearly. But Fighter gets an axe. Another melee, his is melee as well, but it does a lot of lightning damage. Mage gets cool ice attack. But, alright, we're back. Alright, so let's start. So this is our first little sub-area. Also, can I just say, this looks great. I mean, it looks basically like exactly as it did, but like... It looks great on like a high-def screen. Like, it's... I'm glad they didn't try to like touch up the graphics, because that would be... I wouldn't want that. Thank you for the sound, game. Oh yeah, and the music has been completely redone. For example, this is the sound we're hearing right now. This is, you know, orchestrated. This is much better. The original sound... You can even, like, hear it. Hold on. Can you hear it? Yeah, it's fine. But really, the remix is really good. Alright, first level, ice. This is one of those things where at first I was like, do I want to do a full playthrough of Hexen? And ultimately I decided, nah, I kind of do. It's not that long a game, and, like, admittedly, we can probably be done... Can I get the mace, get the mace. Yeah, I'm gonna save as much mana as I can doing this. So these two are things we're gonna be unlocking with the other levels, so we're gonna have to come back here eventually after unlocking those to get more stuff. But I could probably, like, clean out this entire opening hub area in one stream. I would imagine I can. The problem is, like many games, my memory of the first level and this entire first zone is, like, the back of my head, like, back of my hand. Once we get past the first hub area, that's when it's gonna get a little dicier for me to try to remember everything. You know what? Fuck this. Get me over here. That's how we're gonna do things. This is how we play Cleric now. Oh, the fucking window on when you can hit him after the block is actually very generous. It's absurd. I'm sorry, this is absurd. Nightdive, I love you. You took my favorite class and made it even better. Some health. Alright. More fleshets. Again, I haven't even needed this shit. So notice, okay, so there's four pillars. One of them has a sword in front of it. I wonder if that is relevant. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think these open yet, right? Yeah. Basically, if you step in any of the pillars, you get crushed. Fun, isn't it? So the reason why we're back is because that opened more doors. Now we have this door. Most of them will be longer than that, because also we'll be going back in there. That's a whole area we're going to be dealing with. Okay, again, I don't know if I can... I'm not going to try to mess around with... Because the other thing is they do have a melee attack, but a lot of times they'll just keep shooting in melee, so I won't be able to block. It's like, I'm not going to try to parry those assholes. This one might... I don't think this is the one I'm thinking of. Not yet. No, this is the fire one. Okay. This one's cool, though. You know what? I should make a proper save. I just realized I should probably do that. Oh, jeez. Hey, we can do this. At the very least, this is not like lava in Doom that is like insta-death. You can actually survive in lava a fair amount. 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved. So basically, in all these side areas, there are 3 pieces we need to, or 3 of those switches we need to find that will unlock something in the hub. So again, very Metroidvania-ish in a lot of ways. Like, this was a fucking nightmare when, like, enemies teleported in like that. And you were, like, if you like, ran out of mana and you were stuck with this little bonk stick, that was, like, fucking death sentence. If something like that happened. Now it's like, no, bring them. Fuck it. What are you gonna do to me? Literally, what are you assholes gonna do to me? I actually have, like, healing items, and now I also have a fucking parry. Like, what? What? You are literally nothing to me anymore. Is that a hidden door? Hold on. Or did he just, like, eat it? The way he, like, kind of glitched into the wall there. Thought, like, maybe... As I said, they cover you in flechettes. I've only, like, used 2 of them so far. Flame Mask, which is something I need to use in another place. Go. Oh, no. That's why we do this. Gravity is my worst enemy, for sure, in this game. This is also why I don't have auto run on. That would be a fucking nightmare. Granted, why any of these games ever thought platforming was a good idea in first person, I don't know. Whoever had that idea should have been fired. Need the fire key for that one. We'll be getting that in another place. I think that's all we need for that. So I think we're done here. I think now we just gotta go back. Okay. Now we go on this one. Basically, like, this is just like your introduction to the 3 areas. At which point, once you've seen all the 3 areas, now we're gonna start really digging deeper into them. But it's like, here's the 3 areas so you can identify them, so you'll know kind of what you're dealing with in each one. What the theme is. One's ice, one's fire, one's kind of like steel and like machinery. Now this is going to be the real test for the shield. If this one hit kills the centaurs, then this is the best fucking weapon in the game. Because that's they introduce an enemy, this dude. You fucking kidding me? These were like the scariest motherfuckers when you were stuck with only a melee weapon. And even sometimes with a ranged weapon. Because they can block. If you start shooting... Look, if I start shooting this dude, he's gonna start blocking my shots. So they were such a nightmare. Again, this trivializes all melee enemies. What threat are they? Okay, I gotta remember how this works. There's a thing to this. I'm just gonna deal with him from over here. Excuse me, sir. I should be able to hit you through here. You shouldn't be able to hit me through there. Yes. So that is open. Okay. That's kind of give you clues to what we're going to be having to do. We have to, like, hit certain switches to open certain doors. That's the part I'm going to have some trouble remembering exactly what order I need to do this shit in. Let me test something. If I do that, this is still closed, this is open. Can't quite tell. There's an enemy in there. I'll figure it out. I should at least do, clear this up. I can't believe how easy this is. Oh, okay. That's a problem. Yep. Yeah, if I miss the block, they hit very fast. That is really friggin' problem. I thought your worst enemy was the Republican agenda and portion limiting at restaurants. I mean, first of all, portion limiting, if I'm paying, I mean, come on. Give me the food I paid for. I'm just saying. Oh, you are a ranged character, so I'm just gonna I'm not even dealing with you. I do like that you actually can, like, switch characters now. Okay, yep. This is basically... So this is a whole big... You can kind of see it's a big square. We only have access to 2 spots right now. We'll eventually show up on the other side, which is when a lot more stuff is going to come into play. Okay, so that's that. I think if I hit the switch, that will change. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I believe that's how this puzzle works. It's either this one or I have to go to the other side. But we will see in a second. I think I have to do that one. Okay. Music here is really cool. Yep. And you. How you guys doing? You doing okay? Just want to see something. Will that open that wall? That's my question. Doesn't open that one, but will it open the other one? One. This one. Did I block him on the way down? Is that what just fucking happened? No. Okay. Oh, no, it did. Okay, good. Someone just teleported somewhere. It's teleported. Whenever you hear that meow wow, that means an enemy teleported somewhere. And the third puzzle has been solved. Yeah, all of these are shit I'm gonna have to explore. Okay, so I think we're pretty good here, because that will open when I get the next... So we've already gotten one of the puzzles solved. Can you see the weird Wendigos in here? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, those fuckers. Alright, so now we're basically done here. I believe. Just double check. Let's do one more check. Pretty sure we're good. Oh, no, I forgot you. Hold on. This was also an era when they were, like, really trying to play with lighting in some of these games. For atmosphere. Which was the right call, to be honest. And it worked. I mean, God, some of these levels actually creep me out as good. This one especially because it was so claustrophobic. And, like, you have this, like, light that's kind of, like, moving, and you got these centaurs coming at you, which were difficult enemies back in the day. They were not as they are now, with this shield. So I think we might be able to start... Yep, we can start on the other side now. So now we're going to really start plowing into... the meat and potatoes of this zone. Okay, so there should be somewhere... Did I not finish that puzzle? I may not finish that puzzle. I don't know why I do that. It's just a weird instinct. Like, it's this flinch reaction I have. That's the life drain I just did. If I had taken damage, that would have meant something. I mean, for the most part, you're going to be seeing that purple flask in my fucking inventory more or less the entire time I'm going to be playing this. Fuck you. Because that's like my most used item for the most part. Other items, let's see what else we have. We have this, a mysterious artifact. That will be in use later. Hi. Yeah, these are another enemy that I'm not going to fuck with the mace. These fuckers, no, you just stay the fuck away from them. Yeah, you gotta be careful of those. They will crush you. There we go. Okay. So far, 10 out of 10. Parias! Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, as far as like remasters go, the thing I like about Nightdive remasters, again, they're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. They're just giving you like the best version of this game as it was. Like the Turok remaster. They didn't do... Did they do a Turok 2? I don't think they've done a Turok 2 remaster. But they really should do a Turok 2 remaster. That game would be great with the Nightdive remaster. Like Shadow Man still looks like Shadow Man, still plays like Shadow Man. They smooth around just those edges, but they keep the game as it was. So like as far as games preservation, like Nightdive are the fucking kings right now of keeping things on modern consoles. Especially right now with game preservation being such a hot button issue. Like, and a lot of companies have kind of recognized that people want game preservation and are willing to pay for game preservation, which is why, like, Konami, the company that thought, like, yeah, we don't really feel like making video games anymore, we want to, like, make pachinko machines, but they're coming out with great collections of all their classic games. Because they recognize people like our games, and they are willing to pay a premium to play them on, to have them basically playable on modern hardware. Like, you could not play fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on modern hardware until friggin' Capcom probably put out the Marvel... why did I just do that? Hold on. Okay. Autosaves. Thank you. Like there's the Castlevania remaster... not remaster, I keep saying remaster. But the re-releases they did of the Castlevania collections, the Contra collections... So you can play all of those classic Castlevania games and Contra games on modern hardware. Capcom, you can play almost every fighting game they have ever made now, and every beat-em-up they've ever made on modern hardware. Because they realize, we are willing to pay for it. We want to... let us pay you for this, please. Please take my money. That's the thing that I never understood, like... We want to give you money for these old games. Why are you not letting us pay money for these old games? I like that I'm basically using a shield as an offensive weapon. I'm like charging them with a shield. Like, yeah, look, don't hit me. Come on. I dare you. There you go. There you go. Quartz flasks kind of are really your best friend here. Don't want to come out here yet. I don't want to go across the thing first. Yeet. Okay, these guys we're gonna poke at. Alright. F5. I'm gonna screw that up again, I know I am. This is a full heal, I think. And torches are also very good. Now we get a little... Oh, hi, guys! How you doing? Again, this would have been death. That, in the original game, that would have been death. With the shield, this is just... Please, please, thank you. Not a problem. Under control. Everything is under control. Okay, so we get some better items. I hate hearing that teleport sound because that means there's an enemy where there... That means there is an enemy now where I'm not expecting one. Never like that. I think... Hold on. Yeah, no. No, we're good. Okay, that's where he showed up. I knew you were somewhere. I knew the little asshole was somewhere. Where was I? This side. Side. I was just there. Oh, here. There we go. Yeet. We're just gonna go... There's also this, isn't there? This is just the way in, I think. It's kind of weird. Like, original... Give me some health, give me some health. It's kind of weird. I'm so used to, especially, like, having played through the game so often, seeing this in front of my screen at all times. And whenever I'm like this, I'm just desperately looking for mana, and now it's like, no, this is my default now, motherfucker. I think we put the flame mask somewhere here? Hi. Yeah. There we go. Wow, I can do a double? They are stunned long enough that I can kill 2 of them? That is a fucking parry, motherfucker. Flame mask goes there. So basically, you bring the flame mask from the fireplace to the ice place to melt the ice. Get it? Again, it's a clever thing that a lot of shooters at the time were doing, or a lot of, you know, again, why did we call them Doom clones? Because a lot of them were Doom clones. Like, a lot of them were just trying to do the same thing Doom was. It was key hunting. And this basically is still key hunting. Let's not mince words. This is still... What I just did, the mask was a key. It's not called a key, but it's a key. Let's be completely honest. But they recontextualized the key to be more interesting than just a key. There it is. I was wondering whether, because I knew I solved one of the things with the 3. Yeah. Whee! It's not open quite yet. Now we get this one. So, like, yeah, a lot of games are trying to, like, be like, oh, it's not just key hunting. Look, you found a fire mask. Yeah, but basically, what did it do? It opened a door. So it's like, yeah, no, it's still a key. But again, all it takes, and that just shows how easy it is to make something more interesting. Just recontextualize it. It's a fire mask. It's a gauntlet. It's a hammer you have to use on this thing. That was about it. So I got the fire key, I think, was that? No, I opened up a door that... I don't have a fire key. Yeah, I have... Okay, that was fire key. So now, here we are. But you can see how it's a pretty logical progression. Oh, you guys. They got so much mana this way, though. Jesus. Because early on, before you get your second weapon as Cleric, you're starved for mana a lot because you're using this only. As Fighter or anything else, or Mage, you can rely on your other weapons a little bit. You can just, you know, you can go back to your fist, it's fine. There's probably a better way I could phrase that. But you know what I mean. Oh, that was a block. I successfully blocked that. I'm not taking that. Oh, they're fighting over there. Someone's pissed. Well, that's the other thing you could do as Cleric, like you do in every Doom clone. Get the enemies to fight each other so you don't have to deal with them. I hate that. Now, the reason why enemies are teleporting in like that is because I took a higher difficulty. I don't think they do that on the first 2 difficulties. It's like, Doom. And Duke Nukem. Like, enemies may just show up. Was it really Doom, or was it more, Duke Nukem did that. I know I think Quake did that, too. On higher difficulties, enemies might just start respawning. You know what, I don't feel like dealing with it. That's all I need to do here. Now we just jump in our little teleporter. Oh, you little asshole. Stairs have risen on the 7 portals. Okay, so we got another one. And this basically just leads us back here. So what we do here is we press this. And we're back. So stairs open. So there's some stairs somewhere. Apologize for the loud noise. Nothing I can really do about that. A door opened in Guardian of Ice, so we go to Guardian of Ice. Which one was Guardian of Ice? It was this one. I believe it is one of the two doors that said it was, like, open like that. I'm trying to even understand... Oh, there it is. I'm trying to understand exactly what that comment... I mean, I get it. It's very specific. Very, very specific. Troublingly specific in some ways. Yeah, this is about to turn into a lava field, so I think... Oh no, this is what turns into a lava field. How you guys doing? Don't shoot me. Go ahead. Do it. See... At least melee enemies, you can kind of, like, prompt who hit you. Like the serpents, I guess not really serpents, more like lizards. The lizards and the, those little gargoyles, like, little ranged assholes. You know what? It's been a while. You can't really, like, force them to shoot you. But a melee enemy, you walk up to it, it will start swinging. So you know you got it. Whee! I walked into that. I literally walked into that. I jumped into it, but, you know. Literally. Like, just right in my face. Don't recontextualize that, please. Right. So, this did what for me? I don't remember. Oh, for me. Alright. Hi. So now we are back here. The only problem with this weapon, as good as it actually is a decent weapon, it's because it's like, it has a Fester's Quest problem where it can get like caught on the wall and not actually like hit the enemy. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna start using regular saves more often. Oh, Jesus! I even remembered that was a thing, and I still did it. We just do this. Run. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. That's what Thank you. One half of a secret has been solved. Of the 7 portals. Oh, okay, well. Wait, I did actually save, didn't I? Nope, wrong one. Guardian of Fire. There you go. Again, we run our asses off. Save. Use your fist, or a ranged weapon. I am now wondering, what in your estimation, what gives you more pleasure, the fist or... Why did I just do that? Or a ranged weapon. I want to know what ranged weapon you're talking about. What would you consider a ranged weapon used for anal pleasure? What does that mean? I guess is what I'm asking. Paint a picture in words, please. There we go, now it's coming up. Hey, we're back. This just goes there. Oh, right. You're dead now. You're also dead now. You gonna shoot me? Will you please just shoot? Thank you. See? Was that so hard? Just wanted to demonstrate that, that's all. What are we sitting on? Instantly teleport you to start of the map. We got this one, which gives me more armor, full heal. We're just gonna stick with that. Because as you notice, I do actually have AC. And yeah, you'll pick up shields and other things that can give you like temporary... Basically, it's your armor. But instead of health packs, hey look, it's different than Doom. It's not health packs, it's like shields and helmets. Again, it's... Is there any reason for me to come here? I don't think there was. That's just the only one. What else in here I missed? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty much good. Yeah. So I just need to find that other eye. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back, I think. Alright. Are there any doors left open? Unopened, rather. Did this one, I think. Yeah, we did that one. Hi. At least you were kind enough to, like, stand there and let me see you show up. So that one... I think what I need to do is... I need to get... Well, what I need to do is get back to... Hi. Make sure I hit all the switches. Just make sure... Yep. We did. Yep, that one. Make sure the front one is good. And yes, okay, we're good. I think I need to try to go back maybe to the steel one. I think. Hi. I think that's what I need to do. Seems. Hold on. Something. Right. Was there anything else over there? Hold on. I don't think so. Why are there still so many of you little guys? Seriously. Let me go back to steel. Look. Yes, it's you. I want to check something. Do that. This is the part where I'm like, I know there's one thing I overlooked. I'm here asking for clarification. Okay, well... You tell me you're the one who said you're using your fists on the ass. I didn't say I was using... No. That is not actually what I said. I was calling the enemies the assholes. Well, I've gotten everything here. I'm also not the fighter, so I can't use my fist. Let's say there might be something I missed here? I can't do that until I get the steel key. Okay, I need to come back with the steel key. That's right. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing now. Go. Okay. Let me go back to ice. This ice, specifically. This one isn't open yet. I feel like I do kind of wish the weapon switching was a little faster. There are some times you're like, I could really use my weapon here. There has to be a switch I missed that would have opened that third door. It's either here or it's in the fire one. My dick is a ranged weapon. That is technically true. You know what? That is technically true. It's both, technically, when you really think about it. Say it's a hybrid weapon. Make sure. But I may have missed something. Wait a minute. I just had this weird random memory. I think there's one of the portals somewhere has something behind it. I didn't miss a switch or something. Yep. Okay. I guess it's not really matter. I may add. Like where else I may have missed a switch. Not that one yet. I want to check the other end of the ice area, maybe. Yeah, this is a death trap. Why not touching that? I think I have to. What? Yeah, I'm not even gonna play with it. We're not even playing. Homie, don't play. This is how we all played these games. It's definitely just for that. Is that the one I fucking missed? Is that it? Am I that one? Did I literally just blind that the entire fucking time? Or wait a minute. Is that? Oh. How did I not hit these switches? Whatever. It's fine. Excuse me. Can we all line up single file, please? Thank you. Orderly line. Orderly queue. We do this like the British. Get an orderly queue, please. Thank you. And next. And now serving you. And now your turn. Try to cut in line. Alright. This just... Nothing. They have nothing on me as long as I have a fucking shield. Also, they will be hurt by environmental things, so if I triggered the trap in there, he would be fucked. Whee! Now we can leave. I believe that should have opened the last door. I was supposed to hit both of those switches so I could open both doors. I didn't because I'm a freaking idiot, apparently. I have not run out of mana yet. This is like the first for one of these fucking playthroughs for me, if I'm kidding. I almost always... Did I not do anything in here yet? Oh, I just want to double check. Oh, no, okay, yep, this is what I missed. This is what I missed. Shit, 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 shit. Yeah, remember how I said the Wendigos are no fucking joke? And how I'm not going to be using the mace against those? There's a reason for that. Okay, so I need to try to remember how this works, because basically ice is going to start collapsing, and I have to find a path that lets me through. There's the key I need. It's up here. There's a switch somewhere. I have to avoid the parts of the... Okay, now it's going to get interesting. Yep. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna... We're just gonna do this. Just to have this. Makes things a little trickier. Just get the key, just get the key, just get the key. Yeah, just get it, just get it, just get it, just get it, and save the fucking game. Now we can go back to Steel Place. Yep. Just go, just fucking go. Just get out of here. Just go, get the fuck out. Don't die. Okay, well. This part, I remember as a kid. I say kid, like, fucking came out in 95, and I don't think it came out in, like, Switch until probably at least a year later. Well, because the Switch wasn't even out. Not Switch. The N64 wasn't out until, Wait, did I say Switch before and I meant to say N64? I played it on the N64. I think I said N64. But, yeah, this part was always a fucking pain in the ass. Any platforming in a first-person game is just a fucking nightmare. I kind of wish people wouldn't do it. So I guess we're good now. Now the last door should be open. There it is. Excuse me. Oh, so look at you. The centaurs in here now. The fucking these fucking enemies intimidated the crap out of me for so long. Specifically these guys, because of the fact that they resist ranged weapons. So your only real option is to try to hit them in melee. Like, man, how the mighty have fallen. Like, because let's face it, in the first-person shooter, once you get ranged weapons, melee enemies are not really a problem anymore. Unless they have something real good to them. They gotta hit like a truck, like a pinky. And also they have to, like, be in places where they can ambush you so you can't just, you know, run away from them and shoot them. They found the way with the centaurs by having them block ranged attacks, which is just mean. But yeah, now, with this... Now, I don't know how, like, other classes deal with them as easily. Basically, what you do is... The actual real strategy in the original game was... You use your little snake staff. You do this. And then you wait. And then you shoot them twice, and then they'll block. And you wait. Then they put the shield away, and you do it again. And you block. Or then they block, and then you wait. It was so you could stop them with range, it was just, it took so friggin' long. And the fact that, like, you know, other enemies could be getting it toward you while you're playing with them. Now this. Nothing. They have nothing. So now we can get into the other area, we can finish our... We're actually, so believe it or not, we're actually, like, at the end of the first entire zone. See, this is how you would deal with them. Couple shots, they block, couple shots, they block. We'll just teleport it anywhere. Okay, well now I can just do this. This is, like, absurd how easy this is. And it's such a welcome thing, because it was almost like... It wasn't even hard, it was just annoying. Okay, you are a problem. Range is still a problem. Again, this is a very... I thought the elevator wasn't there. A very, unlike me, playthrough of Hexen, where I'm using the fucking mace most of the game. Again, granted, we will see... Because melee characters are not going to be the norm, to be fair. Really? Again, I wonder about you sometimes. No, I don't. That's a lie. I just know you're crazy. Alright, so now what we do... You have to find another switch. We're gonna go to the other side, hit the switch, just like we did in the other one. We're gonna come back, we're gonna go the other way. Okay, let me... Come on, go for it, go for it. Do it, do it. Come on. Fuck you. Because, like, usually when every time I've ever played Hexen, this is what you're seeing 90% of the time. You're seeing this little snake. It's just, it's so weird that I just don't need it. And then I'm not starved for mana right now. Okay, this, I'm gonna have to be a little careful because there's two of them right next to each other. I don't want to get, like, double teamed. Yeah, take that out of context, I don't care. Go for it. I fed you that one. Go ahead and flip that. So we need the one with the death one. So now we should have everything we need. Should technically have everything we need. Put that. Crap, I have to find another one to do the other side. It's not that one. Which one is it? Maybe. Maybe. That might be it. It's the four corners where you have to do back and forth stuff with all the switches. I think that might be it. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. We opened their door. And we have done it. We now have another set of stairs. We are almost done with this entire area. Then we can begin part 2. Actually, that's right. Let's go this way. This way. Portal. Boom. Ready for the sound. Oh, another. There it is. Yep. Waiting for that one. Guardian of Ice. We go back to Guardian of Ice. Which one would be the best Guardian of Ice to go to? I'm gonna go with the other one first. Basically, we're now all we need is just the last piece of the puzzle. Finish this off. Because here's our last little zone. Just gotta open that thing. I don't know why I do that. I actually try to dodge with my body. It's whenever I'm really into especially a first-person shooter, it just happens. Same thing with platformers, like Mario. If I'm playing a Mario game, especially a classic Mario game, you can feel your jumps. You can feel yourself bracing for a really tight jump. I could just deal with you assholes now, but I think you're mainly all... it's that guy up there. I don't care about you guys. I want to kill the little guy. Oh, there's 2 of them. That's fine. I just want to get rid of the ranged options they have. We're good. Alright. Alright. Back to ice. So there's a door opened here, which will... We might have one more in fire, maybe. I can't remember if we have one more thing we need to fire. I don't think we do. I think we're basically done here. And then the next zone is... this is actually a fairly straightforward hub world. Pretty easy. It's 7 portals. There's 6 doors on each side and 1 on the back. That's it. You open a door, you go in the door, you open a door, you go in. The next area is when it's going to start getting what I can only define as labyrinthine. And it's gonna get way more fucking confusing as we go. And I'm thinking this may not have been the Guardian of Ice I wanted. Also, I did remember as a kid, I always thought, Guardian of Ice, is this, is it gonna be an ice boss? And it's no. Guardian of Fire, Guardian of Steel, Guardian of Ice, it's just... It's more the level is the Guardian. It's in your way. So where is the door that's open? Oh, this one. Right, the one that wasn't opened yet. That I had mentioned, oh, we're going to be coming back to that. The weird thing is, I could be using my staff. I have so much mana right now, I could be using the staff, constantly. I actually like this. It's fun. It's fun to, try to time the pairs. And there's a nice little throne for our Ice King. Yeah, it's the level itself is the obstacle. It is the Guardian. Yeah, we're just gonna stand over here. Okay, yep. And there we go. Again. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Okay, I still can block their shots. Actually, that makes them slightly less threatening. Okay, this makes them way more threatening. I'm spamming my fucking parry. I'm just spamming the parry. I'm just spamming the parry. Don't do that. No, get up. Fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. Nope, 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 nope. That should have been death. That absolutely should have been death. The shield is the only reason I'm alive. Because, well, if I had had this out, I would have been able to run around and survive pretty easily. The fact that I didn't have it out initially, and I was stuck with the mace at first, that should have been death. Oh, this is where... Hey, look where we are. Yeah, there we go. Right. I think we're good. Hi? Okay, slight glitch. Fine. Perfectly fine. Right. What else was there something else I should have done in there? Actually, I can just do it from here. It's actually way easier from here. Hello, guy. What are you doing? Let's go back to ice real quick. I just want to double check it. Make sure I didn't miss something. Whoa. Ice physics. You go. It's in here. Whoop. There's the portal. Oh, if I hit that, that opened the portal. This is here. Hold on. There's something I may have missed here. There's a thing there and a thing there. These are just going to drop me off on different sides of this, though. A lot of enemies showing up in here. Not 100% in love with that. I think something opened here. Something? Let's double check. Huh? Huh? Did that one. Oh, there's snake things in there, I think. That's the noises. Check. Just double check something. Yeah. What's the last piece I'm missing? You feeling yourself was the reason you got asked to leave the set of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, I guess I can't argue with that necessarily. I can't disprove that. What is the thing I need to do? Something in one of these places I need to fix. The fuck is it? Wasn't in this one. It definitely wasn't in Steel, I don't think. Hold on. I have a weird thought all of a sudden. Yeah. There we go. Yep. Now, here we go. That's why it sent me back here. Yeah, apologize for the noise. First-person shooters back in the day did not have inside voices. Jesus. So let's go navigate around here. You hear it? I literally thought I heard something. Yeah, about that. Come on, there we go. Woo. Utter madness. But yeah, occasionally you need one of those traps that's just like, what the fuck? And for a place that was called the Guardian of Steel, not very Guardian-y of steel, it was just kind of some metal walls. This is like, okay, now I get it. Yeah, steel. Pistons. Oh, there's a fucking full heal in there. I kind of want it. Get out of here. Get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. I can do this, I can do this. Nope. I want this full heal. I'm getting my full heal. There you go. Now how the fuck do I get out of here? Jesus. Oh, there's another one. Oh, did I not hit that one anyway? Okay. Where's the fucking exit? Hold on. Take a look here. That is just absurd looking. Look at that! Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Thank you. Okay. Having much trouble with that. Having much trouble with the collision on there. What? Oh, no, it was. I have this open up. There we go. Now we are officially done. Now to deal with all these guys, just clean up. Yeah, what is a good medieval horror thing without some good impaled bodies? Not gonna play with you. I'm gonna play with you from over here. That's what we're gonna do. Can you? Thank you. And these segment of Wraith Verge. Basically, in each of the zones, you will get at the very end a piece of your next big weapon. We get a piece of your ultimate weapon. So the next one I'm going to get is a fire spell in this area.
A vast domain of harsh wilderness stretches before you, but greater challenges remain ahead. The dense tangle of forest surely hides hostile eyes. But what lies beyond will be worse.
Oh.
Barren deserts.
Yes.
Dank swamps.
Giant hand.
Ghostly caverns bar your way. But
Yes.
you cannot let anything keep
Mustiness,
you from your
the most evil and threatening of all
faith, even
things.
if you might come to wish it would. And beyond, flickering in the distance, the ever-shifting walls of the hypostyle seem to mock your every effort.
Just throw a whole bunch of Latin in there. That's how 40k does it. Things sound more cool if you have Latin.
My servants can smell your blood, human.
Are they sharks? The fact that, like, you can actually look up and down without it completely warping everything to the umpteenth degree is a testament to Nightdive. Because this was like back in the day where, like, looking up was not normal in a lot of FPSs. That was like, it was on the numpad, like, page up and page down was your look up and look down. But usually, if you could, like, you could force it. There were ways to get, like, look, but, like, because everything was texture mapped in such a very specific way to try to, like, emulate 3D in this way, if you, like, in a lot of these games, it was built in such a way that it's meant to be looked at from a very specific angle. So if you started looking up, all the textures started warping because it's not meant to do that. Like, stuff like GZ Doom is one of, like, some of these tiers I know you can break. Like GZ Doom for Doom allowed mouse look and jumping, but without like completely breaking the entire graphics engine. So now we're getting green mana, which says that our next item, our next weapon is coming, and it is going to be one that uses green mana. And then I believe the ultimate weapon uses both. If I remember correctly. Alright. So as you can see, this is not quite the straightforward hub world we had before. We're gonna have to do some exploring to actually find the portals here. They're not all gonna be all set up for us. But it was actually a very good design as far as what it, first of all, get you used to the idea of a hub. By making it nice and simple, straightforward, it's impossible to misunderstand what this is. It's a hub world. This is like, okay, now you understand you're in a hub world, now you're gonna have to start doing some footwork here to actually find where you're going. And even find where the levels are. Which gets a little confusing as we're going. When you're like, wait, am I in the swamp or am I in the forest? Because they all kind of look similar in this area. But this is where my knowledge of the game is going to very quickly start to be less reliable. Because, I think I want to be up here. Yeah. Switch or something. I'm wasting so much fucking ammo trying to kill this stupid thing. There you go. And I believe I want to do this. I want to get these to go up. Oh, second weapon. That's the warrior's second weapon. Or third weapon, rather. So I could switch to warrior and get his weapon. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to... Oh, this isn't poison. We're fine. Okay. I'm so used to green shit being poison in shooters. Oh, I forgot there's fucking monsters in here. You know, I'm just gonna stay out of this. Fortunately, we had a save. Just get used to this.
Smell your blood, human.
Do you know anyone that would want to purchase a VIP pass to Rhode Island Comic-Con? I won't be using mine this year. I mean, I'm sure there are people who would want it. When is it this year? I actually don't know if I'm actually going to be able to even go. It's going to depend. It was a couple years ago I went to... I can't remember. It was probably a lot longer ago than I'm realizing when I went to Rhode Island Comic Con last. It's been a while since I've been to any convention now that I'm thinking about it. I was like going to PAX pretty regularly, Comic Con, Anime Boston. there's my switch spot. Hi. Just casually, just take up my mace. Alright, yeah, you're gonna do this. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright. Yeah, good. This is why we do things like this. Again, platforming really has no place in shooters. I don't know why so many games tried to do it. I guess because, like... Okay. So, one little problem with the staff. If you're too close to an enemy, you want to say November 7th to 9th, I may actually consider that. That is far enough away. I'm gonna think about that. I just don't have the money to go... Yeah, it's... Same. So, okay, the problem with the snake staff is if you're too close to an enemy and it starts doing the lifesteal, it snaps you to the direction of the enemy, so if you're trying to strafe or move, it will change the direction you're strafing or moving. This one is not mine. What is that? That might be the... I think that actually is the mages. Wow, so we got mages. Everyone else's but mine. Thanks. You can just swing at me. Although it's basically just... It's somewhere in this hub world. I just gotta find it. Oh, portal. Where'd I go portal? Alright, so we found one portal. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find my weapon. Because it'll just be nice to have us another... No, we're not dealing with you. You'll go away. You. See, melee enemies are very polite. You walk up to them and you're like, can you please swing at me? Thank you. These guys are like, I want you to shoot at me, but you won't shoot at me. Like, seriously. Alright, let me see if I can figure out where my weapon is. I'm gonna check this direction. I'm pretty sure they're all in the hub world. So we got warriors, we got mages, I just need mine. Actually, we can show off them. Show them off. That was a good sentence. And we'll do this. Once again, I will quick save. Actually, I should probably regular save now that we're in the hub. I'll show you the fighter. He has a... Didn't I get the hammer? I thought I got the hammer. Okay, I got his electricity. Yes, that's his second move. I just want to get the fighter's hammer. Did I not? It wasn't another item, was it? Whatever. Because his third weapon is a hammer. It's a throwing hammer. He becomes Thor, basically. I was a little late. That has to be this way. Alright. We do have that portal, though. Now, I wanna completely scrub the hub world first, then we can do that. Okay, I'm not wasting mana if I don't have to. Okay, that was right in the face. Don't clip that. You know, I realize now there are so many clips. I have done enough videos by this point. There are so many things people could make a compilation video of things I've said out of context. It would be so fucking... Like, I do that all the fucking time. I say, oh, because I died. Right. You notice I do that a lot, too, where I, like, emote as if I'm, like, speaking as the character in the first person. I don't know, it's one... I have some weird quirks. There it is. Because I died. These fucking... Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Please get me out of here. Thank you. Okay, so now we have what we need. We can go across, and I think that's another portal up here, maybe? Oh, right, there's this, too. Get in it. Yeah. This is some, Oh, this is quite a lot of old school FPS bullshit. Yeah, I made a path. Okay, guess what? You're gonna be fighting along this path through a whole bunch of shit. Hey, I got a Minotaur. I can summon a Minotaur. That's cool. I'm not gonna waste it. It's trying to push me across. It's like I'm not ready to fall yet. Actually, don't really want to fall at all if I can avoid it. I was hoping I would... That's fine. I was kind of hoping that, like, I would be able to land and not take damage, but it's fine. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. And now we're good. Okay. Done that. I think... Why did I just do that? There's another portal. So we have 2 portals we can go into. Yeah, we'll go... You know, why not? We'll do this one first. I think, where else... Where else could my weapon be? You know what? No. Let's do a little bit more scraping. Again, that's the wrong way to put that, but yeah, scrape the level for content, for stuff. Look for where everything is. Oh, hold on. More places. Yeah. We got plenty of places. All right. No, we're not done here. We haven't found my weapon yet. Yeah, we ain't leaving until I find my weapon. And to be honest, I like the snake staff better, if I'm being honest. Like, the weapons aren't even necessarily, like... other than, like, your starting weapon. The weapons aren't necessarily always, like, absolutely better than the other. They just kind of do different things better. Hi. Oh, you little asshole. Supposed to do it in an orderly line. Have we not been over this? That's how we do things here. Okay, that's Serpent. Nope, get fucked. Nope, get fucked. Again, I'm still sitting on tons of these flasks, so we're still doing perfectly fine. Oh, you're fine. Somebody's open. Again, I'm having weird Mandela memories. Yep. To be honest, the only... I don't really use a lot of the items, even though they are kind of one of those things that does kind of differentiate this from a lot of other Doom, Doom-like games. So one thing you may have noticed while I was going through the previous area, every time I hit something that said, "You have solved one blank of this puzzle," there were little things near the door. The big door, there were little pendants that were starting to light up. That indicates how many you have left to go, basically. So you can keep track of it if you're paying attention. Yeah, there's a lot of ins and outs in this part. More? Yep. Right. How's the... Ah, I couldn't get him. I got you. Fine. Ow. Yeah. Don't ask me how I remembered that was a thing. I just remember... Well, it's... In a lot of games, the things I remember the most are the things that stumped me the longest. Because I very much remember this room. There it is. I very much remembered this room and being, like, back and forth in this room forever, not having any idea how to, like... I could not figure out this one area and what I was missing, and then I realized this little cubby hole was here. Do I have to go all the way out? But this basically is a nice little homing fire thing, which does AoE damage, so, you know, it doesn't give you the self-heal, it doesn't fire quite as fast, but it's got good damage, and it does AoE, so it's good. Where's my quick save? Okay. Where's my regular save? That's what I thought. Again. Where were you, chat? You're supposed to remind me to keep saving my game. I already hit this one, right? Yeah, okay. Thought we had an agreement here. I can't be trusted. I have proven this time and time again. Whatever. At least I know what I'm doing. Which actually, maybe this won't be as long or labyrinthine a process I thought. I'm starting to remember more than I thought. I'm actually remembering a lot more than I thought, because I think I'm actually... Well, we'll see. We will see. Let me just get my weapon. Then I can also show off the warrior's weapon. Yep. Oh, come on. I definitely hit you after that. There you go. I'll probably play this for a little longer. I don't know how long I want to play it tonight. Something just warped in. Like, I saw the flash, and I was like, something just warped in. Basically, that's how they keep higher difficulties super challenging, is that you're never quite done with the enemies. More will just keep showing up. So you're never quite safe. I am shocked by how much ammo I'm conserving. By using the mace as much as I am. Okay, hold up. Could I deflect the trap fireballs? Wait a minute. Hold up. I want to run a test. Real quick. Actually, the gauntlets I do occasionally use as well. There's not a whole lot of items you really need. The quartz flask is the most useful. It's healing. The flechettes, now that I have a usable melee weapon, I don't know how useful they're really going to be. They still can be useful if you want to, like, pigeonhole a bunch of enemies and just have them choke to death on gas. If that's what you want to do, you know. Let me just quickly show off the fighter. His weapon. Dear Thor. What it is. Oh, I forgot you guys. Excuse me, excuse me. I fucking love that. Here's the thing I want to say. Could I deflect that fireball? Kind of. Wait. I can? The court agrees you can't be trusted, which is why you moved out of the school zone. No, I'm still in the school zone, actually. That's the funny thing. It's a good joke, except I actually live in a school zone. I live across the street from a park and a school. Which makes getting out of here in the morning and getting back in the afternoons really fun. I'm being completely honest. Whoop. Okay, so this... Go. F5, we're gonna save here. Because, yeah, I forgot there's another trap room. Yeah, big open room. Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be a trap as soon as I set foot on it. Okay, I do have this now, I might as well use it. Yep. This is just, yep. This is basically, you just have to guess. I'm gonna cut around the outside edges, I think. That's what I need to do. Another portal. Okay, so we're finding portals. There's a lot to this area. Yeah. Whip. Yeah. Okay, good, good. I think there's another area over here. I want to say there's at least one more little, like, mini area I need to try to get to. Maybe not. Oop. Yeah, no, we're good. We're just gonna stick over here. We're just gonna do what we did. Alright, so we've got a couple portals now. I'd say we can probably start deciding which ones we want to head into. I guess let's just go with that first portal we found. Are you still alive? Not anymore. Yeah, let's do this one. And then I'll probably call it there for this game, at least. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just want to make sure there's nothing meant there. There we go. Yeah. This place is fun. One of these areas, I want to say, like, I think the fucking serpent, because the serpents are brown now. And I think they have different breath abilities. Like, it's not just a recolor, it actually is like a new version of that monster. It might be, I can't remember exactly what their whole shtick is. It might be poison instead of fire. But I think this place is basically like Harvest Valley from Dark Souls 2. Again, another Souls reference. Or the swamp might be more like Harvest Valley, probably, because I think that's more poisony. Oh, that's poison, yep. Okay, yeah, this is Harvest Valley. Hi. Can't get to you yet. I have a portal. I'll hit bend over and show it to you. It's like the Christmas Vacation. Where are you gonna put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. You know, it's not a really nice thing to say to me. I wasn't talking to you. And then it shows his wife. What do we need here? We need cave key. Okay, cave key. I do not have a cave key. We will find a cave key. I'm gonna conserve some ammo here on that. Okay, notice how way fewer melee enemies all of a sudden. Like, yeah, the melee enemies are not going to be the norm for long. So I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know exactly how much use I'm going to be getting out of that that shield. But the fact that it can deflect range attacks is pretty cool. That actually gives it a lot more utility. Oh, you. Goodbye. Oh, two of you? Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. You next. The two of them? There are two of them. Did it. Yeah, the centaurs, though, admittedly, if they start... they attack really fast. So they can do a number on you if you don't... Hi. Cool. Yep, sea monsters, yep. Creature from the Black Lagoon kind of thing. And they spit poison too. Did Miyazaki make this game? I want more things to poison people because I like seeing people frustrated by poison. Do I have a torch? I do have a torch. There we go. Okay, yep, not dealing with you. Percolator, you can basically turn enemies into pigs, which can be instant killed. But yeah, like items like I will use occasionally, I'll top up on armor occasionally. I mean, that can be useful. You know, like, this can be useful. Really, it's this and this. Well, and this, but there's very few of them. Give me that. This is very Harvest Valley, actually, from Dark Souls 2. All the mine entrances, you kind of like meandering through. Again, I'm going to be referencing... I don't know why I'm referencing... Well, I do kind of have Souls in the brain. I was thinking about a couple of playthroughs I want to do. Because I recently found a new Dark Souls 2 randomizer, which works way better than the one I had last time. If you remember the last Dark Souls playthrough I did, it was items only were randomized. All the enemies were still in the same place, all the NPCs, all the bosses. Which is fine, because that actually allowed me to do like a Plague of Grape style lore through for Dark Souls 2. And kind of just, explain, throughout the game with all the bosses, all the... and, I was able to, just kind of wiki dive the items I couldn't find. To kind of give a nice breakthrough of, like, the story of Dark Souls 2 as I understand it, because, again, it's all kind of open to interpretation. This randomizer randomizes everything. Items, enemies, NPCs, bosses. So, it's going to be more like Plague's second Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Running out of... Oh, hi. Where it was all utter chaos, and he was being invaded by, like, random Nido enemies, and it was basically like, no, we're not talking about lore anymore, we're just gonna have chaos. And it's gonna be pure chaos. I did like a quick test thing just to make sure, like, just to see how random it got. It got weird. It's gonna be a weird playthrough. But at the same time, Crystalla, the Dark Souls cat game, is getting its I think it's getting fairly close to its 1.0 release. In case you missed the X the first time on Warrior. I don't know how you could miss the X. It's at the beginning. They're all together at the beginning of the fucking first stone. I don't know how you could miss that. Oh, whatever. But with Crystalla coming out and that coming into its 1.0, I kind of want to start a new playthrough of that to show off all the new stuff. And I don't necessarily want to have two Souls-likes going on at the same time. Like, that's... I don't know. It might be too much. Now, granted, this playthrough is not going to take a very long time. Horn Key. I don't know what the Horn Key is for. Get me out of here, get me out of here, please 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 get me out of here. Yeah, lava is not nearly as lethal as it is in Doom. Okay, so Horn Key. I need a Horn Key for something. I never found a Horn Door, don't know where the Horn Key is. Okay, yeah, so I recently found this Dark Souls 2 randomizer. You recently found some paintings from Germany, suspected to be from 1939 to 1945. Were they any good? Is my question. Because I've heard there was an artist from that time that really sucked. Like, it wasn't very good at all. kind of shitty at everything, actually. I think we can probably get out of here. I think the horn key was probably what they wanted me to find. So we can just start heading out, if I can find my way out. Oh, Lord. We're just gonna kind of like... I think it's this way and then that way? Right. Yes, maybe. Oh. Oh, why the fuck? This way. Oh, there's a whole other path I haven't even taken. But yeah, so look forward to a Crystalla playthrough starting back up with our good friend Larkin. But there will be more Larkin lore, I am sure, as we go through that. Unless by the time I start that playthrough we do have new cats, in which case I'll probably, you know, use one of them. We'll see. But as of now, you know, that was kind of what... Now, granted, Larkin is my Palico in Monster Hunter, so I do have him there. So on a new... they were good? Oh, that's good. Yeah, so, I mean... I didn't even go up there, I don't think. I can miss this. I did. Oh, hi. Yeah, it's... I might just do Larkin again. He deserves to have his Swamp Key. Okay, so we need a Swamp Key. I have the Horn Key, wherever that goes. There's like so much shit here. Yeah, it does show. Is there a way to disable the big picture mode from like, or not this, a way to disable like Steam from being able to accidentally be shift tabbed? I would really kind of like if there was a way. Let's see. I know exactly what you're referencing to. I actually thought you're actually. I mean, I know what you're referencing also, but I thought that like you were referencing that you took this post from here to here. Meme. Oh, I believe that might be mana regen. I think. Where is the portal? It's the portal. How do I get into this portal? Okay. This. Right. Oh, it's up there. How do I get up there? This way. Just figured it out. Right. Portal. Let's go to the next portal. Although, actually, it is getting a little late, so we might actually call it here for now. But we got some good progress done. We got the first zone completely done. We're well under... well, not really well under. We went to one of the zones of the second hub. Yeah, this game's really fun. And it's $15, I think. It's something crazy, like 15 bucks for Heretic and Hexen remastered with all of the expansions they ever had, with new expansions, with mods. Like again, it's a great Nightdive remaster in a long history of Nightdive remasters. This game is just a lot of fun. And again, Heretic is a very good game. It's just a little more of a standard Doom clone to me. Of the two, this is the one I would play all the time. Yeah, so we're gonna call it there real quick, and yeah, so look for... I'm gonna definitely be playing more of this. I'll definitely be doing more Minecraft. I've been doing a little work in Minecraft. I've been mining some of the diamonds, so I've got some diamond tools now. And then probably... I would say either the Dark Souls 2 playthrough or the Crystalla is going to start up soon. But this and the Minecraft will also be there. I just got to figure out... If I had a more definite date on when Crystalla was going to hit its 1.0, I would know if I have enough time to do the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I just don't know. So I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thank you all so much for being here. This was a hell of a time. A hell of a wonderful time. And just remember...
Summoning the Shadow Man is super easy. Just set up your table like this. You want to get your parents to help you. Now, get some German shavings and sprinkle it in a dish.
Sprinkle. Nein. Versorgung.
Now, we say the magic words. Gruben and Turban, Gruben and Turban, Gruben and Turban, Gruben and Turban, Gruben and Turban. I'm the Shadow Man! Oh, more from him later. But now it's time for Linda to get to the point with Paps O'Sullivan.
Later, everybody.